All right, there is rumors out there that Shohei Ohtani is going to be on the trade market should the Los Angeles Angels fall out of the race. What is the most you'd give up for Shohei Ohtani? Here's the thing, too. Shohei Ohtani's in the final year of his deal. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the season. Some of these texters that we have texting in, the offers are ludicrous. And quite honestly, right now, the Angels have a better record than the Astros. They're a half game ahead of the Astros in the AL West. I think they're a far better team than they were last year. I'm not so sure with the addition of the fourth wild card where you have 7 teams that are now making the playoffs. I'm not so sure that the Angels are going to fall out of the race. I really don't.
I think there are signs of it. I don't believe in Nevin. I don't believe that they're going to stay healthy. I don't think that as much as they made better, more sound moves in this offseason.
6 teams, by the way. 3 division winners, 3 wild cards.
I don't think that they have – I mean, I think they have some talent, but again, it's like the haves and the have-nots on the same roster. You've got really overpaid, high-priced talent at the very, very, very top. I think they're going to dump out on Ohtani because they're going to find out he's not going to sign before the end of the season, and they're going to dump out at the trade deadline. That's going to hurt them, and I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
I think there's a chance that they're in contention the entire year and not trade Shohei Ohtani. But if we entertain the idea that they drop out of the race, they are the Angels, and they angel this, and they fall out of the race, and Ohtani's on the market.
Can I give you one piece of intel while I was in California that my brother-in-law, Mike, who is an avid sports fan, and I don't want to say well-connected, and he's also got a ton of family members that are massive Angels fans. And he said to me, if you look at the schedule closely right now, the Angels have a ton of promotions with Ohtani. None of them are after July 1st.
That's hilarious.
Because
that's a great catch.
They are expecting. I thought it was an awesome catch as well.
I think the Angels would be stupid not to trade him. If the Angels are falling out of the race and they're not going to make the playoffs, they would be stupid not to trade
cash in.
Absolutely.
If there's an inkling, because the hot rumor out there is he's going to be a Dodger.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The hot rumor out there is the Dodgers did not go deep into the free agency market. They let some of their free agents walk away, i.e. Trey Turner and Anderson, the pitcher that went to the Angels. And it was all because they are clearing what they need to clear so that Ohtani stays in the same city, just jumps teams and leagues, and ends up with the Dodgers.
They should have traded him last year. Because what you can get in return for 3 months versus
a year
3
and 3
months
months
and a season, like you just
just think from a marketing
have to admit
perspective.
defeat of like where you are as a franchise.
Well,
I think it would have been wise too to trade him last year.
And we talked about this. It's one thing to say from a marketing perspective how much you could have cashed in to try and recoup some of that, and it's not really outlandish what you would be paying him. But also, remember when we said that in baseball you control your international television rights? You could have conceivably you could have made the contract back to take the risk of going to get him for a year and some.
Yeah, I do think that the Angels waited too long. I believe that they will trade him and they'll fall out of contention. I think they'd be stupid not to because you got to recoup some stuff for Shohei Ohtani. So what would you pay for 3 months of Shohei Ohtani to be an Astro? This is probably the wrong regime to do this. I'm not sure that Dana Brown's going to be the type of guy that makes a trade for Shohei Ohtani or be like Jeff Luhnow that made the trade for Garrett Cole, 2 years of him, or be like Jeff Luhnow where he agreed to a trade that would have landed Bryce Harper in Houston for the 3 months in the final year of his deal until the Nationals ownership turned it down. Like Jeff Luhnow would have made this type of trade. I don't know if Dana Brown's going to be that type of general manager. James Click would not have been.
The Bryce Harper
Jeff Luhnow
rumors,
would have been.
Yeah, the Bryce rumors alone.
They weren't rumors. It was done.
Look, that tells you all you need to know. There's no doubt Luhnow would have considered it.
The Nationals backed out, which is silly. Like, why are the Nationals backing out of that trade? And then he leaves in free agency, and you were terrible that year. Now, none of the pieces that were going to Washington, I don't believe were very good. I can't remember the exact package, but I didn't recognize any of the names. So what is the most you would give up for 3 months of Shohei Ohtani? Some of these are terrible. Texan Matt. Tucker, Pena, Whitley, and Gilbert for Shohei. You're not giving all of that up for 3 months of Shohei Ohtani. I would give up McCullers, Garcia, and Urquidy. Well, maybe not as bad.
The package for Bryce Harper, just for reference, it was Abraham Toro, Randy Caesar, Josh James, and J.B. Bukowskis.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah,
Josh
Bukowskis
James
was in the Greinke trade.
Like, those are the 4 guys.
In retrospect, you should have done that.
Well, they did. They agreed to it.
I know, but then
the Nationals backed out.
They backed out.
The Nationals ownership backed out.
Would have been a huge steal for the Astros.
Would you
3
trade?
months of them. They also offered him like a $50 million 1-year deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Forrest Whitley. Because I think
is that it?
no,
Are you done
I
talking?
think you start with Forrest Whitley.
Keep going. Fine.
You were done for a
So
second.
far,
Forrest Whitley, Corey Lee, because Yanier Diaz is your catcher of the future, so he's kind of an expendable asset.
How do you know that?
Because they've said it.
Danny's also said it about Corey Lee.
I know. So you trade one of them, whichever one you like less.
Yeah.
You trade one of the catchers, Forrest Whitley, Jake Myers, everyday outfielder for the Angels.
Yeah.
Um,
He's taking over for Mike Trout.
and like another low-level prospect.
That's not going to be the best offer for Shohei Ohtani.
No, the Astros can't come close.
They could come close if they start throwing in some names from their big league team. I think it would probably require a Luis Garcia, a Hunter Brown, not all together.
But what's hard is like
They would have to headline the trade. You would need a
Well,
Hunter
if
Brown
you look
headliner.
at Contreras a year ago, you would think that Urquidy, depending on how he pitches, is going to be a guy that conceivably could be in the mix.
I'm not trading.
I don't know if they'd
Big
want
league-
Urquidy, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Urquidy's
But they
kind of
always
old.
need
And
pitching.
but he's older and he's a mid-range. Like
I
he's
think
a
they'd
middle of
want
the
Luis
rotation.
Garcia.
They would need a young
probably
starter
right.
that has top-end rotation potential. It might take Hunter Brown.
And I'm not doing that deal.
They're not doing that.
Because
I think it'd be Whitley or Garcia.
You know that
the
you're
Angels
not
aren't
going
doing
to sign Shohei Ohtani. You know he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
So are you going
You're
to
getting
trade
3 months of Shohei.
big time players for your current roster and give them to a division rival in which they're going to be a nuisance. Like the idea of trading Hunter Brown for 5 years for 3 months of Shohei Ohtani, it might lead you to a World Series, but I'd rather have Hunter Brown for 5 years.
You'd rather have Brown
You can
for 5 than Shohei for 3.
success
Yeah.
instead of going where you've already been. You've already won a World Series.
And like if this was last year, this is a different conversation. I would have traded Hunter Brown for a year and 3 months of Shohei Ohtani and a lot more.
See, I'm curious what the Angels are going to be looking at with trade offers because there's going to be some teams that are willing to give headline-worthy prospects for Shohei Ohtani,
the Dodgers,
even if it's only for 3 months.
The Dodgers have a top prospect. Like they're one of the best teams in baseball, maybe not this year, and they have a really good set of prospects.
But do they want to trade that and then sign Shohei in the offseason?
When they know that he's going to sign there anyway.
What if they're behind
San Diego.
the Diamondbacks?
Well, the Diamondbacks are in first place right now, which is crazy.
What if they're for real?
Diamondbacks are good.
Yeah.
I told you all that in the offseason. I have an overbet for the Diamondbacks.
Well, why
Their
did you take them in our
pitching's legit.
MLB draft?
Because I wanted to. I drafted pretty good in that MLB draft.
I know, but you
if
didn't take
memory
the
serves.
So you didn't take the Diamondbacks?
Sure, but their win total, like their over under was like 71.
You guys are very, very bickery.
Their over under was 71 wins. I have an over ticket on the
I think
Diamondbacks.
the Yankees are going to make a play for Ohtani.
I think so too.
I really do.
I think they could do the 3 month rental and be
They
good with
absolutely can. The money's not an object, and they know how important winning is and getting over the hump.
Money's
and
not the
off
object here, though. It's
no,
the
but they want to get
prospects
off
you
the
trade.
schneid with the Astros. They never care about prospects. They know that
They've held on to Volpe forever.
Right, but as long as Steinbrenner's in charge, they're going to go and take the
But
big
this
splashes
isn't
in
old
free agency.
Steinbrenner. This is a much different Yankees.
Still, I think the Yankees
Do
are
the
going to make
Yankees
a
have
play.
the prospects to do it?
I would bet on the Yankees being the team that makes the move or the Mets
Well, I could see the Padres doing it.
for 3
With
months.
all they've already done?
Yeah, because Shohei's not that expensive right now.
I know.
And they also feel like they're not going to sign him in the offseason. So you trade for him with the hopes that you can talk him into staying. I think the Padres are the play.